Welcome, everybody. On this edition of Heard It Through the Grapevine, we got a couple of good questions for you. And the first one is, what's the difference between having a Gravit address and being in the city limits? And we get this one a lot, and I'll just kind of explain it to you. And you can see on the map that we'll put on the screen for you that the city limits of Gravit is the actual what's within the city limits, and that is based on what's been voted on by the voters and what is the city limits of Gravit. And anywhere else that might have a Gravit address on it, that would be the Postal Service address. And so the Gravit Postal Service area is huge. It goes all the way over to right up to 102 Highway between Centerton and Decatur. And then we also have addresses that do not say Gravit that are in the city limits, such as we have some Bella Vista addresses that are in the city limits. Of course, Hiwassee is now in the city limits, but still has Hiwassee addresses. That is because the Postal Service sets their address system, and then the city limits, of course, has our city limits. So the best way to find out is to either check through the county or through the city to know exactly where the city limits is at. And that way you know whether you're inside or outside of the city limits, whether or not you have a Gravit address or not. So good question there. Also, we've had a lot of questions about park bathrooms and drinking fountains. And this time of year, most all of our drinking fountains get shut down right before the first freeze, which we had a couple of weeks ago. Actually, had a hard freeze a couple of weeks ago. And but we do actually have two drinking fountains that are called frost-free. And there is one at the Hiwassee Park, and then one at Old Town Park at the dog park. So it's across the street. And the way those work is, since they go underground, you just have to push on the button and hold it for a minute. And then the water will come up because the frost free goes underground and connects below the freeze line. And that way they can be used year round. But all the other drinking fountains anywhere, the Lion drinking fountain at Airplane Park or Kinley Park, that's taken down each year, and we store that till next year. And then any other drinking fountains that have any exterior surfaces on them, those are also shut down. Now, most of the bathrooms are left open because we have heaters in them, and those are still checked and cleaned for when it's a nice day outside. You'll be able to go and enjoy the parks and use the bathrooms. We do shut down Pop Allen Park bathrooms after the last season of soccer's over with, and then we open that back up right before the season starts for the baseball season. And so that's the one we do shut down, that bathroom over there. But other than that, everything else is left open and should be switched out. We turn the heat on, keep it at basic heat level for everybody during the winter months. And then coming up this Saturday, to let you guys know again, tree giveaway is this Saturday at 8 a.m. And of course, you need to bring proof of residency. That's again will be across from Old Town Park, right by the dog park. And we'll have trees to give away. We'll have several lists of trees that you can look up on our page, or you can see here also what that list is this time. It's different every time. We get sometimes a list, and what we actually get is different. So we're now posting what we actually received and what will actually be at the park. Again, these are pretty good sized trees, so come prepared. Most of them are 5 or 6 feet tall. They're not little saplings like what you sometimes get at a store or something. So be prepared to put larger trees in your vehicle. And then Monday, this coming Monday, is Trick or Treat on Main Street. That will start at 4 o'clock, 4 to 7. People will start setting up shortly before that. Main Street will be set down. There will also be, we'll put out where to park at, multiple different areas for you to park. It will be walk down Main Street. We'll have a games area, trick-or-treat area. It should be a great night. Since we started this during the beginning of the pandemic, it's been very successful, and that's why we kept it going. Everybody seems to love it, and so we look forward to seeing everybody there. And then after that, there's also the normal door-to-door trick-or-treating that you can also do. So everybody have a great week and great weekend, and we'll see you next time.